The Teletubbies are surrounded by advanced technology that obviously these dumb baby creatures didn't make.
I don't know. The technology doesn't seem that advanced. Like, this little back of Spencer's item doesn't seem too advanced. I'm sorry. Oh, he died. He's under cardiac arrest. The actor is now dying underneath the suit.
You don't know me, you know me. That was 3 years ago, shot it, this the know me.
Teletubbies, The Sun Woke Up theory by Alex Bale. Fellas, I'm back. Sorry for the 3-day break. No, the haircut wasn't that bad where I, pulled, dude, I am tired. No, bro, I've been gone. Bro, let me tell you how that went, bro. Like, if you didn't know, my man Tim, the barber, he kind of killed my haircut. Cause he nuked my junk. My cut cooked. it went from GM all the way to copper, bro. Again, hey, bro. Long story short, I walked in that barbershop looking for a trim. Walked in with a middle part, wavy middle part, left with a bowl cut. That's all I gotta say. But funny enough, I was getting a haircut because I was meeting my girl's parents for the first time the next day. And, oh boy, what event that was. The parents were amazing. They were lovely. They were sweet. Their home was amazing. I need to tell you some more. No. Their addresses, no. Let me chill. But, like, bro, no. They were amazing people, bro. And from what I could tell, they liked me. But, bro, fellas, her mom found my YouTube. She is now subbed. Fellas, her mom found my YouTube, bruh. It's over. I'm just playing. Dude. So, everyone say hi. I'm not going to say the names, but say hi. Hello. But, dog, I am tired of this crap, bruh. I'm tired, bro. I just, group projects, exams. That's mainly why I haven't been able to upload, bro. We don't care. I know you don't. But let me vent. Can I not vent to y'all? Can I not vent? And then the only times I had to relax, I had to play a solo random wreck on 2K26. That junk was awful, bro. I had a grown man going 2 for 14, gang. He called me trash. I couldn't take it. But, bro, oh my lordy, I'm back with some more Alex Bale. Teletubbies, The Sun Woke Up. Now, I've never seen the Teletubbies. I'm not going to lie to y'all. All I know is that aren't there like 7-foot animatronics or like actual costumes where people are in it? Like they're 7 foot, 300 pounds, like built like the littlest Samoan type of thing. That's all I know, bruh. But like, what do you mean maybe hopefully he gives us a breakdown. Because again, I'm not really that all knowing at the Teletubbies lore. Maybe y'all are. How can you not shut up? Lock in. Whose baby is this? I don't know. Does this baby have a longer career than Trippie Redd? Dude, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. We are 4 seconds in, and the demonic sun baby is laughing at my screen, giving me the flashbang or the solar flare.
How will the world end?
Dude, this is Teletubbies. What? Over Teletubbies? Okay. I'm intrigued.
It's a question that's haunted humanity for as long as we can remember. Will it be from nuclear war, or AI taking over, or some kind of disease wiping us?
Wait, I just realized, why does the AI robot... Hold on, bro. Why do they have boobs? Bruh. Which gooner mechanic designed them with D cups, bro? Oh, wait, the mom's watching.
Some kind of disease wiping us out. Now, there have been many different works of fiction that explore all of these different possibilities. But what if I told you there is one piece of media out there that shows us a possibility that nobody has considered yet?
Okay.
And that's because it was hidden inside of a children's educational TV show. Teletubbies dares to ask a question that shows us the darkest, most horrifying fate for humanity. What if the sun was a baby?
The unemployed friend on the random Thursday. Okay, I'm intrigued. This is hooking me, Cuddy. This is a great... If I was an English teacher, bro, 100%. All right, this is hooking me like a fish. You kinda hitting that though. Okay, this movie's kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie. The choreography for this one's kind of whack, Cuddy. EOMM, but I'm trying not to cuss. I don't care, bruh. EOMM. I lost a joke. The Fan Theory by Alex Bale. Okay, but how do y'all think the world? How do you stop pausing? How do you stop? Shut up, dog. Shut up. All right, let me. Can I yap? Can I not talk? Can I not react? Shut up. How do y'all think the world finna end? I don't think it'll be AI takeover. I think there's going to be limitations that minimize or mitigate the effectiveness of like the AI and stuff like that. Maybe there's going to be like a safe word for like the AI to be turned off, like I don't know, pineapples or something like that. Natural disaster will be like the main one, like the volcano in Yellowstone erupts, leaving us in eternal dark. Leaving us in eternal darkness because like due to the like the volcanic ash, maybe, I suppose. I don't know. What if like the result of the end of the world is due from like an album rollout? Like Travis Scott got a little bit too hyped in a concert, nuked Texas. Well, maybe, I don't know. Like it'd be so funny if like Rod Wave just like stage dive the earthquake of like the magnitude 1,000 earthquake just erupts, dog. Dave Blunts does a high jump, gang. China's cooked. Jingly keys. This looks like a bird when it's trying to mate.
It's possible I went a little too far with this video.
Not far enough, buddy. Start dancing. Yeah, not in character, bro. Not in character. I feel like with the J. Jonah Jameson and Whiplash.
Teletubbies is essentially just jingly keys to distract
little
babies.
kids, yeah.
It's not like Blue's Clues or Magic School Bus where there is some semblance of a plot or conflict. Teletubbies is just kind of nothing. There is no substance to this show, which is understandable because it was made for literally one-year-old babies.
Ba, 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 ba.
You know what? I'm entertained.
Ba, 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 ba.
I will now try and describe the plot of this show. Teletubbies are these weird-looking alien baby things that live in a bunker in Teletubby land.
Oh, I see where this is going. So it's like a nuclear fallout, or maybe it's like a relation to The Hobbit.
And they just kind of walk around doing nothing until a creepy speaker slowly comes out of the ground and tells them what to do.
Why is it farting?
Time for Tubby Bye-Bye.
Tubby... like Squid Games that the evil people won.
Time for Tubby Bye-Bye.
And there is also this giant sun baby thing that is constantly watching and laughing at them. And there is also a windmill that sends videos to their stomachs of just some random kids also kind of doing nothing for like 5 minutes.
How does their anatomy work? So there's wait, do they need to connect to Wi-Fi or like Bluetooth? How do they poop? Like, I'm being so serious. Like, how do, like, okay, there's a TV electronic built into their stomach, right? Where do they get their energy from? Eating? Are they solar powered? I know I'm thinking too much into it, but at the same time, no. I want to get to the bottom of this. They got TVs in their stomach, bro. Could I connect my Xbox to them? Wait, where would the HDMI port go? The butt? Like, up the pooper? You feel me? Like, wait, okay. Could I AirPlay it? I have no idea. Low-key. Let me stop asking questions, dog.
Playing on the beach.
For a second, I thought that person was walking on water.
And it is so boring and by far the worst part of this show. And then when they're finally done with it, they literally just watch the exact same video again.
Again.
Because all this show is trying to do is just waste time distracting babies with jingly keys for as long as humanly possible. And I have watched so much Teletubbies for this video, and I hate it. Also, there's a vacuum cleaner named Nunu that looks like he's constantly in pain.
You know, this is the average college student, dude. Like, 5 pills of Adderall to get to 5 assignments due in the same time. I would know. No.
Nunu is my favorite character because I can relate to him. And look, I get it. This is a baby show, I am not the target audience, and hopefully neither are the people watching this video.
I wonder who is the oldest Teletubby fan. Do you think low-key, like, some person who is like, I don't know, some old fart, some old geezer, right? Some old hair, right? Like, watches Teletubby unironically to relax. Like, this is their comfort show. Because you know how some people have, like, kid shows as their comfort, like Bluey, for example? Is that... I need to know. I actually need to know who is the oldest Teletubby fan, dog.
There is clearly no actual lore or world building here for me to discuss.
Well, we gotta see.
9 years ago, I even made another parody video of dark, edgy Teletubby theories.
Now why don't we watch a little bit of Teletubbies and see what we find.
Cuddy, he got that fade!
We see the show using overstimulating vibrant colors to mimic the psychedelic effects of LSD.
You know, that was just me making fun of losers who genuinely try to analyze this baby stuff. Anyways, here's my genuine analysis of Teletubbies.
I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Bale, I'm mad that you can grow a beard. Like, you know, I can't grow a full beard, bro. I can grow the mustache goatee combo, the little tween cross of, like, the whole mustache, you know, the facial hair community. But why do I only get a neck beard? I can only, like, there's no beard on, like, my side of my face. It's, like, very minuscule. But underneath, oh, boy, the stubble? Brother. Like, bro, I need to nuke my whole face, dog. That fade, though.
Despite everything I have just said, I do believe that there is a way to make sense of every weird, random detail in this show. And
the Teletubbies are just racist.
Starts by asking a very simple question. Where is Teletubby Land?
This looks like Albuquerque. I wonder where was this like two weeks ago.
Nice try, but remember, O for out.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. That AI voice would be like my 13th reason. Like I would crash the hell out, bro. Like let me a long day in the study room in the library, right? With the messed up hours that they don't want to tell you about, right? We're doing this. I'm just like, you know, oh, we close. Like, shut up, nerd. Shut up. And then I'm hungry. I've been eating like fast food for the past like 2 days, right? I haven't had a proper meal since like the Stone Ages, you feel me? Right? Haven't had a proper meal since like phase 1 of the MCU type of junk. And then I'm getting these questions wrong, and then the stupid AI Jarvis voice, that's incorrect actually. Remember, shut up. Like I'm nuking the PC, dog. I'm nuking the phone, bro. I'm destroying the phone.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
It looks like one giant boob.
It looks like Earth with the nature and rabbits, but we never actually see any humans. For all we know, this could be some distant alien planet or magical alternate dimension.
Or just like New Mexico.
We know Teletubbies do have some kind of connection to humanity. The weird speakers are constantly telling them to do human things, and they are constantly being sent videos of human children in the real world.
Hi, I'm Romy. Let's make some bagels.
And I feel like the intro at the start of every episode does imply that Teletubby Land is on Earth somewhere.
Over the hills and far away.
Over the hills and far away. They are telling us where the show takes place in relation to us, the viewer. And to get there, we need to go over the hills that are in our way, as opposed to like going through space or a magical portal. Meaning Teletubby Land is likely on Earth. But this doesn't make sense, because Teletubby Land has a weird sentient baby face sun, but in the human videos, we can see that they just have a regular normal sun with no face.
What if they converted all the humans into energy? So that's what the sun is, bro. Like the sun is not made of like gas and anything. No, it's made of human souls. Why is this low battery? Like, you know, what if they do that?
So if they
use humans as fuel,
both supposed to be on Earth, then why is the sun different? Well, maybe it's not a question of where Teletubby Land is, but when.
Okay.
What if Teletubbies takes place on Earth in the future sometime after the normal sun somehow grew a baby face? And if that sounds far-fetched, then take a closer look at these human videos.
Hold on, I got it. The sun exploded in the Teletubbies in-universe, and to save it, scientists developed humans and used all the humans to use fuel. No, I don't think that's correct. But I do think the sun blew. I see where this is going.
Now, in most kids' educational shows, these types of segments are like Blue's Clues, where Steve gets sent mail from children who are fans of the show and say, "Hi, Steve, I love Blue's Clues."
And then there's Dan Schneider.
Look, it's a letter from our friends.
Hi, Steve. Let's go see my classroom.
But in all 485 episodes of both the original and 2015 revival of Teletubbies, not once do the children ever acknowledge the fact that these videos are being sent to Teletubbies.
Hello, my name's Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
I'm Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie.
They never...
These videos are mad old, right? I wonder if Daniel's ever quickscoped me on BO7 on the BO7 beta, bruh. Stephanie over here selling me on Marvel Rivals on Cloak and Dagger. Damn it!
never even say the word Teletubby, which feels like a very weird, deliberate choice. For all intents and purposes, these are just random videos of humanity that could have been made long before Teletubbies ever even existed. And this all gets a lot more interesting when we take a look—
Wait, so are all the kids and babies in universe dead? Oh my god, dude.
At the most recent Netflix Teletubbies reboot from 2022.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
There's like one old guy who's like really mad. It's not the same! Like he just goes off on a whole tangent, dog.
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
This reboot makes a couple very interesting changes to the show. One of them being to the human video segments.
Just Twitter videos. It's just Twitter videos, dude.
Hi.
Who are you?
Instead of just a couple random kids out in the world, these videos now take place inside of a single reoccurring location, with a woman named Julia who sings a song with a group of different children every episode.
You are a rocket, a super fast rocket.
Me trying to hype up the homie to play support for the 50th time, gang. It's your turn. Nah, bro. You just really good with Rocket Raccoon, bro. You gotta stay on Rocket. Those ult usage, hey, bro. The way you press LT the entire time, hey, cause I can't do it like you. He hasn't caught on yet.
And run and touch a star.
And what's immediately different about these videos is that for the first time ever in the 27 years of this show airing, there actually is a direct acknowledgement of Teletubbies from a human being. Julia's shirt clearly shows the four Teletubby heads, meaning these videos in particular are not from the past. They are being made explicitly for Teletubbies to watch, and the humans in these videos exist at the same time as the show, which obviously begs the question, what does the sun look like for these humans? Well, here's the strange thing about these new videos. We never get to see the sun. In fact, the kids in these videos never actually go outside, which is very strange when you compare that to the years worth of previous human videos that are almost always outside. There does seem to be windows, but unlike the windows we see in previous videos or even in Teletubby Land, these are weirdly opaque, never actually showing us the outside world. The best we get is this obviously fake depiction of the sky on the ceiling.
Nah, that should fool me.
For some reason, these videos feel completely cut off from the outside world. So, unfortunately, there's no way for us to tell what kind of sun these humans have. Except, if you look closely, you can almost always see drawings of the sun in the background, but with a smiling face, just like the
Does that have one eye?
baby sun in Teletubby Land.
I know, I think it looks like one eye, Mr. Bale. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, oh no, it's two eyes. Okay, I'm just stupid.
Sun in Teletubby Land. I think it's very likely that these humans do exist in a world with Teletubbies and a baby sun. But why are only these videos like this? And why do they feel so disconnected from the outside? Where are these people? Hang on a second.
Bunkers.
What if over the hills doesn't mean Teletubby Land is behind hills.
It means it's above ground.
What if Teletubby Land is literally over
above
the
ground. Yeah, okay,
hills,
okay, I'm getting where this is going.
as in on top of them, and this room is somewhere deep underground, completely cut off from the outside world. And if that seems too far-fetched, remember where the speakers come from.
Who came up with that fart sound effect, though?
Time for Tubby bye-bye. Time for Tubby bye-bye.
They come from underground. The speakers with a human adult voice telling the Teletubbies what to do come from the same place where an adult woman wearing a Teletubby uniform makes videos. In the future world of Teletubbies, humanity lives underground. But why? Well, once again, I think this all has to do with the sun.
Okay.
Creators, take these three
what a jawline! Holy!
apps I built to run my business made with Base 44.
Shut up. The sun woke up. Ugh.
Imagine a world where everything is normal. You go to work, walk your dog, watch YouTube.
And that fit? I don't know, man. Walking my dog in this fit kind of crazy. But Hoodie Dude, he's not. He's probably old, gang.
Watch YouTube videos, but then, one day, suddenly, without any warning or explanation, the sun wakes up. You realize that the giant ball of gas in the sky that gave humanity life was actually a cosmic sentient being all along.
Oh, I knew it. I could see it. The hippies were right.
But it's not some unknowable Lovecraftian Cthulhu entity. It's just a baby. Okay, that's disturbing, but...
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes.
So what? Well, our sun is already extremely volatile, constantly exploding and erupting with unstable solar flares that can release dangerous radiation towards Earth. Scientists even believe that we could be hit with a solar superstorm one day that could be devastating to human infrastructure.
I'd stop it. But how would you... Shut up, I'll use you as a human meat shield.
Now, imagine if all of that power was given to an unpredictable, moody baby. A baby that we know is very interested in watching and reacting to the denizens of Earth.
Ba, 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 ba.
The sun has bad tasting content, bro. You need to be watching Hoodie Dude. So I'm assuming his thing is to not piss off the sun god, right? The all-knowing eldritch horror sun god that poops and pisses his pants every 5 minutes. They use the Teletubbies to specifically genetically engineer. Wait. Where's LeBron? No! Fellas, I think LeBron in this universe, was used to transform into the Teletubby, bro. They used his model, his build. So now we gotta entertain the Eldritch Horror for all eternity. Okay, I see where this is going.
In fact, we could even see that when the baby sun gets a little too excited, the brightness of the sun suddenly increases.
If the baby were to cry, would we all just die?
So, when this baby first wakes up and opens its eyes and looks down at the people of Earth, what would it see?
Oh God, what would it see? What if it just sees two prostitutes going at it in in the back of a Planet Fitness, dog? They need to go. How sentient is this baby? I need to know now. I need to know. Can it comprehend? What can it comprehend? What stage of it is it at? You know? Can it comprehend homeless people? I have no idea. So I'm a Hoodie Dude education majors. Let me know. What stage do y'all think? Oh, so just Chicago. Okay.
That baby would immediately throw a massive tantrum. So if humanity went underground after this baby showed up, then I think it's because this baby had some kind of catastrophic effect on the Earth, making the surface completely uninhabitable for humans. And if you don't believe me yet, remember those drawings of a smiling sun we kept seeing in the new videos?
Yeah.
Well, there actually is just a single episode of the reboot that shows a drawing of a sun without a face. But what's interesting is that it also shows people and a car
rainbow.
and maybe even a police officer below the sun. Unlike the drawings with the smiling sun that only ever show grass and flowers and no signs of humanity, just like Teletubby Land. These drawings are telling us that when the smiling baby sun came out, humanity disappeared. Yeah.
Imagine like that wasn't even on purpose. Like the creators of the Teletubbies show is like on point with Alex Bale, and that was just like a mess up of the continuation, like the in-lore universe, in canon universe. I don't know. I'm kind of just yapping. Though.
Yes, I believe that Teletubbies is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity was forced underground because the baby sun woke up. But then, what exactly are these weird creatures we see on the surface? Well, even if humanity could survive underground forever,
they're the Twitch streamers.
The sentient baby sun is still up there. If they're ever gonna reclaim the surface world, or even just prevent an even bigger world-destroying tantrum, they need to address this problem.
Nuke the baby!
So, how do you appease an unpredictable, moody baby with unlimited
keys.
power? You jingle keys
keys
in front of them. The humans created Teletubbies, 4 creatures that could withstand the dangers of the sun, and sent them to the uninhabitable surface to keep the baby sun entertained and calm for as long as possible. Teletubbies literally is jingly keys for a baby. Every episode starts and ends with this baby. They are constantly cutting back to the sun's reaction every time the Teletubbies do something. Because the sun is the intended audience for this show. It's why everything the Teletubbies do is so—
Wait, so why can the rabbits withstand it?
So heavily controlled by unseen humans.
Poe showed Lala the tutor.
This dumb baby show is actually a very high-stakes operation to protect what little remains of humanity. And if you still don't believe me, then let me ask you this.
Okay.
What are Teletubbies?
I mean, it says the name Teletubbies, like walking TVs. Oh my god, the baby's an iPad kid.
They're weird, big baby things that seem to have technology integrated into their bodies.
Yeah, into their balls.
But let's ask the creators of this show, what was the initial idea behind Teletubbies?
We decided we'd go to the Smithsonian and we saw the actual spacesuits of men who not that long ago walked on the moon. You know, isn't it amazing? There's all this technology and you look at them and they just look like babies with nappies on toddling about.
And they were basically NASA spacemen. They were very easily surprised by things and fell over all the time, and when they were worried about things, they hugged each other.
They were based on astronauts, aka people sent by humanity in technological suits designed to withstand inhospitable environments. Once you compare moon landing footage to Teletubbies, you can never unsee it.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
Tinky Winky,
Tinky Winky,
Dipsy, La La,
La La,
Poe.
Does an astronaut ever go up to the moon high off vent?
Teletubbies. Say hello.
Hello.
And this is only the tip of the iceberg. Once you start viewing this show through this lens, everything that once seemed like weird, pointless nonsense suddenly takes on a whole new meaning.
The hard road might not lead to glory.
Is that Tyler the Creator? I can't remember. How do you do Deets? Or what about that Duke Dennis ad? We ride him. Hold on. Where that Duke Dennis? Duke Dennis. Where the Duke Dennis at? Yo, this joke is jokes, bro.
Icons don't follow the rules.
We ride 'em.
We be ride 'em. We be ride 'em. Shout out Duke.
But the easy road?
Is that a cyborg?
Definitely won't.
Let me just shut a bird. Hard ass breath.
This game, you're not ready for it.
You're right, bro. I don't want that junk. Keep that junk. You're not ready for this game. I know.
The Teletubbies live in a bunker-type structure beneath a hill, a shelter designed specifically to survive a harsh environment. The Teletubbies are surrounded by advanced technology that obviously these dumb baby creatures didn't make.
I don't know. The technology doesn't seem that advanced. Like this little back of Spencer's item doesn't seem too advanced. I burped, sorry. Oh, he died. He's under cardiac arrest. The actor is now dying underneath the suit. Man in the suit?
The technology was made by humans to take care of and control their creations. The windmill obviously functions as some kind of signal tower to receive videos from the underground humans.
Oh yeah, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, I just thought it was dandruff. Hello, Julie.
But it also works as a form of renewable energy in this world without any functioning human infrastructure. Teletubby Land itself is covered in plants, the only form of life that would be able to adapt and thrive in harsh sunlight. The Teletubby shelter has been completely covered in grass, and we see flowers suddenly popping up all the time.
It was a really big flower.
Clearly, plants are thriving in this new sun baby world. Okay, but what about the rabbits?
That's what I'm saying.
Why are they the only animal we see on the surface? It's not like rabbits are especially resilient to sunlight. Well, what are rabbits known for?
Oh, burrowing?
Firstly, they are extremely fast breeders. They would be the perfect species to send to the surface to quickly repopulate the Earth's ecosystem. In fact, they are such fast breeders that apparently the crew filming the show kept having to pause the shoot because the rabbits kept having sex in the background.
Nice.
And secondly, rabbits are also commonly used by humans for laboratory testing and genetic modification. So maybe, much like the Teletubbies, these rabbits were genetically modified by humans to survive the surface world.
So like Doomsday? What if like, dude, someone should do like an analog core or AU of the Teletubbies universe where the rabbits are so genetically altered they become monsters. Like y'all seen that one, I don't know what it's called, but y'all know about that one show or movie where like the cockroaches were sent to outer space and then years later they evolved into like these super like creepy beings?
Theory wraps up
like that.
A lot of loose ends about the original show, but once again, the 2022 Netflix Teletubbies reboot has some very interesting differences, and this is where things get a little more disturbing.
That is... Why are there babies? Okay, that was kind of unsettling though, you're not gonna lie. The others.
So the new Teletubbies...
Wait, am I recording? Hold on. Okay, I'm done.
Reboot has three very interesting changes. First, as I've already explained, the human videos are now with Julia in a post-Teletubby world. They no longer just show old random videos of humanity. Suddenly, everything is now custom made for the Teletubbies. Second, there are now Teletubbies in the bunker. These horrifying CGI monstrosities are new baby Teletubbies that just exist now with no explanation. And finally, the strangest change of all.
No son.
Every episode, the baby son has a completely new face.
Oh, they didn't even try. They didn't even try, dog. The other sons are visiting.
What?
No, they did not
Hey,
try.
what does this mean?
They did not. You couldn't even blend it a little bit, dog.
All of these changes are so sudden and random, and none of them really fit into my theory. You guys don't understand. I have watched hours and hours of this extremely boring baby show to try and make sense of this, and
Oh, lordy, I feel bad. He's gonna be like a muscle man dude off like the Dream Nightmare episode.
I almost gave up, but then I finally found a single episode of Teletubbies that changed my entire view of this universe. Episode 56 of the 2015 revival called Twinkle, Twinkle. In this single episode, for the first and only time in the over 500 episodes of Teletubby canon, it becomes night, and we watch the Teletubbies leave their bunker and look up at the night sky.
She gets murdered immediately by like a Ravager, a Ragnar.
Tinky Winky saw a star.
Tinky Winky? Dude, sounds like a slur for the LGBT, dog.
Tinky Winky star!
The star was making music.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
If the star was peak, it would be like, hey, to say I'm the biggest, the largest, big step in ocean.
How I wonder what you are.
Tinky Winky discovers a star that is singing to him, and for me,
Tinky Winky is off fence.
this implies three things.
Okay.
First, there are other
sentient
sentient stars
stars.
out there. It's not just our sun. For all we know, all stars in this universe
Are
could
sentient.
actually be sentient.
Yeah.
And second, the star has an adult voice. So this is likely what our baby sun will one day grow into. And finally, the most unsettling implication here is that other stars have begun to notice the Teletubbies. And suddenly, the 2022 reboot makes a lot more sense. Humanity's plan to use Teletubbies to entertain the cosmic horror baby sun worked, but it worked a little too well, because now they've started attracting other
stars.
baby suns.
Honestly, just nuke the babies.
This is a whole new problem for humanity, and 4 Teletubbies is not enough to appease all of these sun babies, which is why they've suddenly begun to create
The
more.
Teletubbies. The horror.
Suddenly, just watching old videos of humanity isn't enough. The humans below the earth have to custom make higher quality videos with more children to keep the babies entertained. Humans are so desperate to meet the demands of all of these new sun babies that they are willing to do anything to appease them.
Just wait till you hear me say the words.
Oh my god, are these kids? They turned them into Teletubbies! Oh no!
Then run and touch a star.
Wait a sec.
They took the kids! Oh no!
Why would they be teaching children to touch the stars?
Oh no! Dude, they turned them into Teletubbies!
Then run and touch a star.
Wouldn't that be like the last thing they'd want to tell children to do? The whole reason they're
sacrificing the kids.
down here
No.
is because of how dangerous stars are, right? Unless they're preparing these children to go to the surface? Wait, are these kids the Teletubbies? Is this where Teletubbies come from? They've been human children the whole time? No! So yeah, that is my theory. Teletubbies is actually a post-apocalypse where humans live underground and are turning children into Teletubbies and sending them to the surface to entertain giant sun baby gods.
I concur.
Is that good? Is that what you wanted?
Is that good, YouTube? I didn't say a bad word. Like I think I said 1 or 2. So am I good? Am I good?
Did I appease you, Mr. YouTube algorithm? Okay, I'm just
YouTube, please. I need to pay my tuition.
gonna take that as a yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm curious to see the comments. What's the top comment say? The scary part of the video is that he had to watch over 500 episodes of Teletubbies. Thank you, Turtle Dew Productions. Now all the elder star parents sending their kids to like it's a daycare. Huh. I like the idea more of Teletubbies being highly trained commandos and extremely thick hazmat suits with cute yet functional designs, willing to risk their lives entertaining a piece of giant sunbaby. And are like the little baby Teletubbies, like small children, or like tiny people. I love the idea that Teletubbies are just a friend immature cosmic deities, so let's see. Probably. But fellas, that's great for today's video, bro. Love y'all. Peace. Bye. I'm tired. Oh, wait, no. We almost hit the 40-minute mark. Hold on. What could we say for 40 minutes? Or for like less than like what? 45 seconds now? Or 35 seconds? My dumbass. Okay, I can't do math. Well, I don't even know where to start. I miss my hair, dog. I miss my hair. I miss being able to run my fingers through that jump, bruh. Tim, when I find you, Tim, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Tim's an enemy of the Hoodie Doo channel, bruh. If you see a guy named Tim, slap him. No, but I love y'all.